Good morning, coaster fans. It's That Coaster Dude back with another video. Today we're doing something a little bit different. Not every amusement park in the country has tons of roller coasters. So we're making a two-part series here. Today will be part one, next video will be part two. And we're going to be talking about some of the smaller parks that California has to offer. Now California has 7 what I would call small parks. And we're going to be putting 4 of them into this video, and the other 3 will go into part 2. So for our very first stop on the small California park tour, we're here at Belmont Park in sunny San Diego to ride the historic Big Dipper roller coaster. Let's do it. Located on Mission Bay Beach in San Diego, California, just down the street from SeaWorld, sits a small amusement park on 4 acres called Belmont Park, which is most famously known for being home to the Giant Dipper roller coaster, but is also home to 12 other smaller rides and attractions as well. The park has been in operation since July 4th, 1925. And then they've also got this cute little ice cream place, and it looks like fries and chicken place. Actually looks pretty good. So yeah, not a very big park, but very cute. We actually got here a few minutes before the Big Dipper is actually going to open. So we're just waiting in line to buy a ticket, and then we'll get our ride. Well, looks like I'm tall enough. The Giant Dipper is the 9th oldest operating roller coaster in the United States, opening with the park in 1925. It was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1978 and designated a National Historic Landmark in 1987. Well, rapid reaction, what do you feel, Abby?
Wind whipped, exhilarated. That was a wild ride.
Big Dipper is a perfect boardwalk roller coaster. It's great for families. It's not too intense, it's not too fast or too tall, but it's just a fun ride and relatively smooth for its age. If you're ever in the San Diego area, if you're going to SeaWorld or just coming to downtown, you gotta stop by Belmont Park and get at least one ride on the Big Dipper for history and just for fun. Well, for such a historic roller coaster, you know I had to buy a t-shirt commemorating it. But as I said, this is the only roller coaster here at Belmont Park, so it's on to the next one. All right, we've made it to our second park on our California Small Parks tour. We are here at Legoland California. Now, some people may not find Legoland to be a small park. It is a full-size theme park, but fitting with the coaster theme of this channel, they only have 3, and they're pretty small family rides, so we're going to include it in our small parks. But with that, let's go check it out. Legoland California is located in the city of Carlsbad and opened in 1999 as the very first Legoland park in the United States. The resort features 2 hotels, an amusement park, and a water park, with 3 roller coasters and over 60 Lego-themed attractions in total, covering 128 acres. Now, if you guys ever listen to me on any piece of advice that I give, the #1 advice that I have visiting any amusement park is go to the left if given the option. Most people have a natural inclination to go right, so you gotta go left to get the best wait times. And that's what I'm doing today. I went left, so let's see what our first ride's gonna be. All right, first ride of the day is gonna be that little roller coaster behind me over there, known as Coastersaurus, built by Gerstlauer in 2004. It's one of only 4 junior coasters that Gerstlauer ever built, so kind of a rare credit. And even though it's pretty small, it is technically considered a family coaster, so we're adding it to the credit list. Let's ride. Well, I still stand by my strategy to go left in parks. However, it didn't really seem to make a difference here because I just waited an hour and 20 minutes to ride Coastersaurus. You know, it's a fun ride for little kids, but not much else to say. I'm a little annoyed the line was so long, but what can you do? So, off to the next ride. Alright, so it looks like we're entering into the Ninjago area now. I think they just have 1 ride in here, so let's go see. Got a little guy here to meet us. Hello, sir. And it looks like they have Ninjago the ride here, but looks like it's closed, so if we have time we'll come back later, but I guess we'll just have to see. Off to the next thing. Well, my plan was to come over here and ride the Technic coaster, which is the biggest roller coaster that they have here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a mechanic up there working on the ride. So that would be 2 rides in a row that are not open. Not a great sign. So really hoping this opens a little bit later today. I guess we'll just have to see. Alright, we're making our way now into the King's Market night area of the park. And that brings us to our second roller coaster of the day. The Dragon here, built back in 1999 by Vekoma, another junior coaster model. Let's ride it. Alright, rapid reaction. Dragon is a fun ride. Definitely a step up from Coastersaurus. This one would be for a little bit older kids. Great family ride though. It's got a really cool dark ride section at the beginning with a really nice dragon animatronic. And pretty smooth overall considering its age. Just a fun little ride. But now that I've got my first 2 coasters done, I'm getting a little hungry. I was up at about 3 o'clock this morning. So let's go get something to eat. Night Smokehouse barbecue. Now that is exactly what I am looking for. So for lunch, I ended up going with the smoked pulled pork, which came with 2 rolls, and it was only $9.58. That is a price that you just cannot find at amusement parks. Now, if you added sides and desserts and drinks, you know, things can add up quick. But for $9.58 for a meal here, pretty good. I'm happy. But now, I'm actually gonna go try one of the park's signatures, a specific dessert that was made right here in Legoland. So let's go try it. So this famous dessert I'm talking about is Granny's apple fries, which are fried apple chunks with cinnamon sugar and a vanilla cream on top. So let's see how these bad boys taste. Oh, that's good. Let me try one with the cream on it, the whipped cream. It's kind of like an elephant ear, but with a sweet apple taste to it. This is delicious. Guys, I traveled all the way from Vegas this morning, only to come right back. They got the Luxor. There's the Excalibur. Got the Tropicana. The MGM Grand. Wow, that one looks really good. And no, I will not be riding Pirates Battle because I have jeans on and I don't feel like walking around in wet jeans all day. But it is fun to watch other people get wet. Well, now I am very sad. It's official, guys. Lego Technic is down for the whole day. All right, here we are, Emmett's Flying Adventure. Let's go see how this is.
Spoiler alert, it was me. The best part is, it's right behind me. Under this curtain is something that's so amazing, can only be described as awesome.
All right, I just got off of Emmett's Flying Adventure. It's a motion simulator ride, kind of like Soarin' at Disney World. And as of right now, it's my favorite ride in the entire park. It's a lot of fun. I still have to ride Ninjago, which I'm gonna try to go do now because it is open, but it's gonna be hard to top that ride. All right, back to Ninjago. I have no idea what this ride is, but let's try it. All right, I just got off of Ninjago, which turned out to be a 3D interactive shooting game, but instead of having like a physical weapon, it was just a sensor that you use with your hand to fire your little weapons or whatever. It wasn't very good. It's one of the weaker rides of that type that I've probably been on. I like the one at Knott's Berry Farm a lot more, or like think Buzz Lightyear at the Disney parks. But you know, it's probably fun more for kids. I didn't really think that much of it though, to be honest. Well, I am making my way out of Legoland for the day now. I did have a good time, but I can't help but be a little bit disappointed because the Technic coaster never opened, and that's the biggest coaster that they have here, so I was looking forward to riding it, and I only ended up getting 2 credits instead of 3. But like I said, I did have a pretty good time, and at the end of the day, Legoland is an amazing park for families, especially with little kids. This whole park is designed for children. You could spend a whole week here with some 10 and under kids. That being said, if you're somebody like me, who's more for the coasters and thrill rides, then there's probably not much of a reason for you to come to Legoland unless you're an enthusiast like me and you're seeking a couple of credits. So now, it is time to head to our 3rd location for our California small parks. Let's go. After a fairly chaotic 2.5 hours in Southern California traffic, I've made it to my second stop of the day and our third stop of the coaster tour, the very famous Santa Monica Pier. Yeah. Pacific Park is an oceanfront amusement park located in Santa Monica, California that has been operating since 1996. It features 13 attractions, including the world's only solar-powered Ferris wheel and one roller coaster packed into a tight space of only 2 acres. Oh man, we are gonna have a beautiful sunset tonight, but first, we gotta make our way over to the coaster here, and oh my, there are a lot of people down there. All right, into the fray. All right, I have waded through the masses to make our way down here to Pacific Park. Well, the line was getting very long and they were going to close it before it got too dark, so that's why you guys didn't get an intro to this coaster like you usually do. So I'll just talk a little bit about it now. This was built by D.H. Morgan back in 1996 and is called the West Coaster. Now the West Coaster really surprised me. I didn't honestly think it was going to be that much, but it's actually a pretty fun ride. It's got a couple pops of airtime and a really solid helix at the end. Now, even though it's not the most intense or craziest coaster that California has to offer, it probably is the most iconic in print, media, movies, TV, everything. It's shown up all over the place because of its incredible location. And let me tell you, it lives up to that hype. Well, again, the ride is not the most impressive. It's a lot of fun, and the view from the ride absolutely cannot be beat. If you're ever down in Santa Monica, please do yourself a favor and come ride West Coaster. Well, it has indeed been a very long day for me. I am going to be leaving Pacific Park now and heading to my hotel, but I will see you all in the morning for one more park in our California Small Parks Part 1 video. Well, after a much needed night of rest, I've made it to my final stop for this video, Adventure City. Adventure City is located in Stanton, California, and opened in 1994. This small park, situated on 2 acres, features 11 attractions and 2 roller coasters. So it looks like they literally have a steam tent in case you get too warm. You just come stand in here and cool off. This is crazy. It's not even that warm today, but I could see on a hot day where this would be awesome. More parks definitely need to have something like this. Little Ferris wheel there. And a little carousel over here. Man, this is kind of cute little park. This here is Cookie. Cookie and I have a good relationship. He likes my chin scratches. All right, first ride of the day is gonna be the E&F Myler family coaster called Freeway Coaster, right behind me over there. Let's ride. All right, I just got 2 rides in on the freeway coaster, and that might be one of the jankiest little rides ever made. I'm pretty sure I ruptured a kidney. That is so rough. Oh my. But to calm down a little bit from that, I think I'm gonna go get a ride on the little train. Let's go ride it. I think it's time for a ride on the drop zone. I am now making my way over to Rewind Racers. Rewind Racers is the marquee attraction here at Adventure City. It is a Gerstlauer family shuttle coaster. And it is the only Gerstlauer family shuttle coaster in the entire United States. All right, I just got off of 2 rides on Rewind Racers here, and man, is that a fun ride. A little bit of airtime in the back if you're sitting in the back row. You know, good views if you're in the front row, forwards and backwards. A lot of fun and a perfect investment for a small park like this. So if you ever get a chance to come down to Adventure City here, highly recommend a ride, not only for the rare credit, but also just because it's a lot of fun. Well, my time here at Adventure City has ended, and so concludes this video, California Small Parks Part 1. Adventure City here is a lot of fun, pretty small, so not a ton to do, but a great place to bring your kids if you're down here in Southern California. You don't want to break the bank with some of the more expensive parks. As always, we'll end this video with our locations visited and coaster count. So for now, that's going to put us at 12 coasters ridden and 8 locations visited. And of course, I'm also going to have a list of all the coasters we've ridden so far ranked, so I'll put that right at the end of this clip. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.